In this video, I'll go my dropshipping journey. It's been over 3 years since I started my first dropshipping store. 3 years ago, it was June. I didn't know anything about the business. Times were totally different as well. It was a lot easier back then, but it took me a lot of work to get to the point where I'm at today. So in this video, I will break down my 3-year dropshipping experience, tell you watching if this is a business that you should do, and also hopefully motivate you a lot, because I really think that you can relate to my story, get motivated, and just take action on it, because it all comes down to taking action. 3 years ago, I was just sitting in my room playing video games, honestly just doing nothing with my life before I discovered Shopify Dropshipping after searching for a lot of just make money online videos. So let's get into that in today's video. I'm the Ecom boss. If you want to follow me on Instagram, my Instagram will be here, but let's get straight into it. 3 years ago, I started out dropshipping. It was June. I was running up my first store ever. I was just searching around the internet, trying to find a business that I could start because I was really interested in making money on the internet. So the first thing that I did was I started up an Instagram page where I was posting millionaire photos, just photos of expensive cars, motivational quotes. You get it. You've probably seen a lot of these pages already. But I started up a page like that, and my goal was to start selling ebooks. I was actually allowed into a live stream with somebody called Ask a Millionaire or something, and he had 2 million followers, and I just did the most awkward thing ever. So I was, 17 years old, 16. I was watching his live stream, and then he asked me to join the live stream. I don't remember why he asked me to join it, but there was some business type of questions. I was fresh, I was new, I didn't know anything about business, but I joined this live stream in front of like thousands of people, and I said I want to sell an ebook. And I think the comment section probably laughed at it. My friends also watched it later. It was super embarrassing because I realized later that selling an ebook is the worst thing that I could do. It just sounded like a complete beginner. So please smash a like for that embarrassing moment and subscribe, because that was super embarrassing. But anyways, I still made it work though. I started up another business. So after doing that Instagram thing for around 1 year, I actually got in touch with a lot of people, made a lot of connections as well. We started up our first brand together. This was a clothing line. We were selling tank tops, t-shirts, pants, etc. I was doing that with 3 friends that I made from the Instagram pages. We had a graphic designer. I was taking care of the advertising, which I didn't know anything about. And truthfully, that brand just died out. It never worked. Of course it didn't work. We had no experience, but I just wanted to start up something cool, and I probably thought it was going to work. Then a little bit later, this is where the magic happens. Around a year later, I started my entrepreneurship journey. Maybe you think that's a little bit cringe to say, but I started my entrepreneurship journey around 3.5 to 4 years ago. So I was in the Instagram space for, I'd say, 1 year, maybe 9 to 12 months. I think it was a year actually, posting those quotes. I grew a page to 5,000 followers, sold my first shout out for like $15. I already told a little bit of this story on my second YouTube channel. It's linked in the description, but I really wanted to do it here as well because I know I got some followers that really appreciate the content, like to see some motivational videos. So if it's a little bit of the same, I just know that some of you watching out there can really be impacted by this video, and that's why it's uploaded here. But anyways, I sold my first shout out for like $12. It was 10 or 12. I'm pretty sure it was $12. He was promoting a dog product on my millionaire page. It obviously didn't work for him, I would guess, but I realized he was doing something. He had a story, was doing dropshipping. So I just searched more like how to make money online on the internet, and then I found a couple of videos. I'm not gonna name any names because I don't know if they even upload anymore, but I found a couple of great dropshipping videos back then where they were telling me how to design my Shopify store, how to find products. Honestly, I don't think it was the best way to find products either. It was a lot of saturated stuff, but it was really easy back then. There were so many 16-year-olds just ordering inventory to their own house, selling something like a phone case where they would just order 10K worth of inventory, keep it in their room in their parents' house, and then just ship it out, go to the mail office or something every single day and ship it out and make just tens of thousands of dollars every single day. So back then there was 2 approaches: influencer marketing, just going with Instagram influencers, theme pages, meme pages. They were actually popping back then, which they're not really anymore. And the second one was Facebook ads. And this is where I was going to find my success. It was all done in Facebook ads. And as you know, if you've been watching my channel for a long time, I really love Facebook ads. Yes, it's a headache. There's a lot of problems with Facebook ads, and we've seen a lot of changes the past 3 years. So Facebook can be super annoying, but at the end of the day, it's one of the best advertising platforms. Facebook is a marketplace. So I got into dropshipping. I run up my first store. It was a watch store. I got $50 from my dad. We all talked about that before, but he gave me $50 to start my first business. It didn't work out. I think I got like 4 visitors. I thought it was going to make a lot of money because it was like there's 4 people on my website at the same time, but then it died out. I don't know what even happened, if I got a ban or something, but I just never saw any more customers on that store. Ended up shutting the store down completely. It was a watch store, accessories, bracelets, you get it. Not the most ideal store for your first store. If I were you watching now, just a quick tip before we get into the rest here, you should start out with influencer marketing, Instagram and TikTok ads. That's the best way to go right now. I'm talking a lot about Facebook ads in this video, how I was able to make a lot of money there and change my life. But these days, organic TikTok ads, Instagram influencers, just working with influencers in general, general is the best approach for a beginner. Facebook will always be the best platform if you're trying to go long term and make consistent money every single day throughout the years. But if you're planning on just making your first money, giving you a huge advantage on Facebook, please do yourself a favor and start off with influencer marketing. You have to do that. I did it once. I promoted a sleeping mask on a millionaire page. It didn't work. His scammy had like fake engagement and stuff too. And I also learned a lesson about working with partners. If you're starting out right now and you want to do it with partners, friends, I'm just saying don't do it. Let's rather not get in details on that. I would probably not do it. Maybe you could work with your brother or something, but I just, please don't do it. Nobody will see the vision as big as you see it yourself. You just need to realize that. And yes, maybe it's going to help you, grow. Maybe it's going to help you stay motivated, but long term, it's not going to work. Trust me. It can work like 1% of the cases, but usually that will be a failure. So please do yourself a favor and just don't do that. So what I did after Watchstore failed is I kept on running products. I finally started to understand how to run products on Facebook or test products. I actually got a mentor who was helping me out for free. It was super nice of her, and I do appreciate that, but I never learned too much more than just testing. We're running $5 ad sets, really old strategy. I don't know if it was the best strategy, but at least she helped me a lot with understanding Facebook ads. So I was really thankful for that. But then I also got another mentor, which was not the best mentorship at all, but I learned a couple of things about product research. Not a lot, but at least I was not a complete beginner anymore. So what I did at this point, I didn't go around dwelling and saying, yo, this guy took my money, I'm gonna expose him. I didn't do any of that. I was just, I learned my lesson, and I knew that, what can I expect from it? I'm not gonna make $1,000 a day just by paying for the coaching. It doesn't work like that. I need to do the work. I need to spend a lot of hours on this and also develop my skill set. I was reading a quote earlier today. Some of you maybe think it's cringe, but I think it was really good. And this guy said, it's not becoming a millionaire that is important, it's the person you need to become in order to become a millionaire that is important. And that was a crazy quote, because that's what I kind of realized when I was in that mentorship too. No, he can't just help me make $1,000 a day. I need to become a person that can make $1,000 a day. I need to develop my skill set. But anyways, after that coaching, I started testing products super consistently. I blew $500 on Facebook ads straight out of the window. It didn't work at all. And I had 2 designer belts at that age. So I sold both of them, $300 for one, and then I sold another one for $200, and now I had $500 more. I learned my lesson there. You should actually have an income coming in every single month if you want to run Facebook ads for dropshipping. I didn't do that though. I just saved money, worked a little bit for my family, maybe freelanced a little bit on the internet, built out a store for someone to just gather some money, and then I just put all the money I've saved into Facebook ads. I wouldn't do that, but that's what I did, and I ended up losing around, I think, $4,000 to $5,000 on Facebook ads without making any money back. I mean, obviously I sold like a couple of products, but there was no success at all. So I recommend you to have income every single month. If you can't do that, well then, save up some money you get from Christmas or something and just put it into Facebook ads. Every time you get money for some occasion, you just dump that into Facebook ads every single time. As I said, I would do influencer marketing if I were you though. Then 1 year later, it actually took me 1 year of just throwing money out the window. But 1 year later, it was Black Friday. I think it was actually 2 days before Black Friday. So this story is really weird, okay? But just listen. Don't leave now. This is gonna be crazy. I don't know what I can really say on YouTube when it comes to the monetization, but let's just say I were at one of my friend's house and we were doing stuff that teenagers do, right? 18-year-olds. Let's call it, a party or something. So I was there and we were really going in that day, to say it at least. I was acting a little bit different when I came home. And then you just take what I just said and 10x it, and you will understand how it was kind of behaving that evening. So I got home and I was just like, yo, I should run up Facebook ads. It was 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. I should have gone to bed, but I was like, yo, let's run up these Facebook ads real quick. So I opened my laptop, run up $10 ad sets, 10 ad sets, $10 a day. The next day, I made $800 overnight. I've never seen money before. The day after, the store hit $7,000 in a day. And I made all of this from the situation we talked about. So straight from zero to making $7,000 every single day over 48 hours. That's 2 days. My life totally changed. That's how fast it could happen. And that just happened overnight, but it was certainly not an overnight success. This took multiple nights to create. But once you hit it with dropshipping, this is the crazy thing, is that dropshipping, it could happen anytime. It's an overnight success that takes multiple nights to create, right? So then that store, just run it up, made like 600 sales of it. But then the supplier got me into big trouble because he increased the price from $7 buying to $50 buying. And I didn't see that because I was sleeping, so I ended up losing some money that night. But overall, it was profitable, and I made $7,000 in profits as well that I could later on reinvest into dropshipping. So now I was working with a budget of $7,000, and I started running up different stores using my email list, using my good ad account and my pixel to my advantage. And as I told you, when you hit your first winner, it's extremely easy moving forward. Some people say the first million is hard and the second million is way easier, right? And I can totally relate to this when it comes to winning products too. When you've hit your first winning product, it's just going to be you repeating what you did. It's extremely easy once you hit hit that. But hitting the first one is going to be tricky. It's not easy at all. But then the story died out, so I was just left with nothing for like 2 weeks. Then I was smart about it, so I used my email list, I used my pixel to the advantage, and I run up another product. It just blew up and did over 200k the first month of running it, and I was running this product for 3 months, and after that I finally just felt like I made it. I got a little bit comfortable. I'd rather not talk about that in today's video, but I got a little bit comfortable, but I made a lot of money. There was around the 30 to 40 and sometimes even 60% profit margin on these products that I were running, and believe it or not, 20% of my sales were coming from upsells too, so I used that to boost my profit margin a lot. But I finally saw that dropshipping was real, and just 1 year back I was sitting here debating on whether or not dropshipping is real, and then I realized afterwards that the people saying dropshipping is dead, the people saying dropshipping is not real, is beginners. All of that stuff, it's saturated, it's dead, it's only spread by beginners. A guy that's made dropshipping work, like I have for example, would never say that dropshipping is not real. And if you're new to this channel, you don't know if you can really trust me, you can go to my Instagram right here. I have a lot of results. Some people in my last video was just asking really weird questions when it comes to, you know, being legit, and honestly just trying to drag me down, because I think they realized it was not. But I don't mean this video to sound arrogant or anything like that. I just want to motivate you and show you what's possible. But there's a lot of results on my Instagram. You click the results section. I think I got like hundreds of Shopify screenshots, also refreshes, so you know that this thing is real. And if you're debating on whether or not to get into dropshipping, please do it. Do yourself a favor. But I'm gonna be completely honest with you watching right now, and this is the truth that you probably don't want to hear. If you're making no money, I would actually not start dropshipping. Like if you're, let's say you're 17 years old watching right now, you're 17 years old in the US, you're not really making any money, but you want to make money because you want to drop out of school, for example, I would probably not do dropshipping. You can do dropshipping if you do influencer marketing or organic traffic. That will be okay. But if I'm you, I'm young, I don't have any money, I wouldn't do dropshipping. You could get a job and then reinvest all the money you make from a job into dropshipping, but I would actually just start setting up an easier business just to get my first $5,000 every single month. And once I've secured that, I would get into dropshipping, because then you can most likely get a little bit rich a little bit faster, because dropshipping, the time span on it can be a little bit out of your control, but it will work if you stay consistent on it. So make sure that you bet on yourself, because if you really believe that you can make this work, if everyone tells you you can't, which they told me all the time when I dropped out of school and nobody thought I was going to make it work for real. Nobody, not even my parents, not even my girlfriend. But if you want to do this, just go all in. You need to go 100% in. I know you watching can do this if you really dedicate yourself. So that is it for today's video. Smash a like and subscribe. If you want to follow my Instagram, once again, it's here. I also do dropshipping coaching. I have a couple of spots there, and feel free to check out the resources in the description. Currently updating my course now with influencer marketing strategies, coming tomorrow. So if you want to learn more about TikTok dropshipping, for those who's already in the course, is what I'm talking about now. The changes will come there tomorrow. So I appreciate you watching. Be the best version of yourself that you can possibly be. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.